Hi, welcome to today's session, which is breathwork for sleep. So we'll be doing a 10-minute breathwork session, gently winding down the body. I recommend doing this lying down in bed, just right before you're ready to drift off. But you can also do this a little bit earlier in the evening, sat upright onto a pillow or bolster or chair, whatever you have at home. Just making yourself comfortable here, lengthening the back of the body, whether that's sat upright or lying down, and just resting the hands where they fall naturally. So it could be alongside the body, it could be resting onto the tummy if that feels comfortable. Let's start to ground down into stillness. So getting out any last movements, any fidgets, and bringing yourself down into this moment. Maybe closing the eyes or finding a soft gaze, whether that's on the ceiling or towards the floor. Soften the shoulders down away from the ears. Bring some ease into the jaw. And let's start here by noticing the body. We can gradually scan down from the top of the head, through the body, just checking in with all of these different points, releasing any expression from the face, the shoulders, the chest, the arms, the tummy, the hips, the legs. Noticing if we're carrying any tension in these places. If we can start to let go of that tension. Really allowing ourselves to be here in this moment. Now let's bring that awareness to the breath. A moment to notice the breath in its natural rhythm. Because the breath gives us so much information about how we're feeling, how the nervous system is doing. That short, shallow breath right at the top of the chest being a sign of our stress response. But here we can start to bring that inhale all the way towards the base of the lungs, so filling up the body with that breath in. And a slow, long exhale through the nose to soften. So slowing down that breath. Really noticing those different parts of the breath, that inhale, the exhale, and the space between the two. Now in this breathing practice, we're flowing through 3 different breathing techniques. We'll start off with an even breath where we inhale for 4, exhale for 4. Then move into an inhale for 4, a hold for 4 at the top, and an exhale for 8. Before finishing with an extended exhale where we'll just let that breath out flow freely. Let's take a few conscious breaths together before we begin. Breathing in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, filling up the body, expanding the torso forwards, backwards, and to the sides. Exhale. Let's move into our even breath, and I'll count you through. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Breathing in. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. 3 more rounds. Breathing in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last round, breathing in. Exhale. Let's take a recovery breath, breathing in. Now exhale through the mouth. One more like this, breathing in. Exhale. Now moving into our next breathing technique, we inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 8. Now if that 8 feels a little bit too long, feel free to take that breath in whenever you need. Let's go together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, hold, exhale, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more rounds. Breathing in, hold, exhale, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in, hold, exhale, 5, 6, 7, 8. Recovery breath, breathing in. Exhale through the mouth. One more, breathing in. Exhale. Going into our final breathing technique, an extended exhale. Now that exhale can be however you want it to be, so through the nose, through pursed lips, or just a normal exhale through the mouth. Let's go together. Breathing in. Extended exhale. So really slow this exhale down, going all the way to the base of the lungs, where all the air has flowed out. And whenever you're ready, take that next breath in, filling up. Once you've arrived at the top, long, slow exhale out. Softening the body as you do so, gradually letting the air out of the lungs. And now see if you can keep going right to the base. And when you're ready, take that next breath in, filling up, just gently into the body. An extended exhale out. Slowly letting the air out into the world around you. softening as you do so. Whenever you've reached the bottom, we're going to take 2 more rounds. So breathing in, going in your own pace, and starting that extended exhale, gently letting the air out of the body, gradually moving down. And we keep that exhale going all the way to the end. Take 1 last round, breathing in and releasing out. The whole body grounding down. Now keep that breath going just as long as it feels comfortable for you. And let's take a recovery breath together. Inhale. Open the mouth to release normally. Now bring the breath back to a natural rhythm. Noticing any shifts in how you're feeling. Allowing yourself to be here. A final moment here. Maybe allowing yourself to drift off into sleep from this point. Or if you're ready to rise up with me, thinking the eyes open if they're closed. And thank you so much for joining me for this session. I hope you're feeling a little bit more wound down and ready for sleep. I'll see you next time.